Welcome to this episode of CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
For an athlete, competing at the Olympics is a goal of a lifetime.
A young Chickasaw woman has spent most of her life preparing for that ultimate goal. Despite her petite frame, Kayla Chappell is strong and determined. She has a big heart, a passion for judo.
Picking people up, you try to use their weight momentum against them to throw them. So you can throw them over your shoulder, you can throw them backwards, anything like that, but the main thing that you want to do is get them flat on their back with like force and speed. I think it was just something that honestly I was meant to do because I fell in love with it immediately. I can't really explain what it is, but I just knew that I wanted to do it for the rest of my life too.
We train them at a very early age. Like Kayla started at 7.
Patrick Burris and his wife were Kayla's first judo instructors in Moore, Oklahoma.
She brings a good attitude to every practice. She comes to be a champion.
Dozens of young people train with Burris, a former Olympian. This evening practice is Kayla's last in Burris's judo facility. Her training moves to Colorado Springs at the U.S. Olympic Training Center. Her goal, earn a spot on the U.S. Olympic team.
I don't just want to be on the Olympic team, I want to win. And that's what I'm going to go out there to do. You win on the Olympic stage and that means you're the best. I mean, you are the best in the world. And I've dreamed about that ever since I was little. I mean, I think in the back of my mind when I'm at tournaments, when the national anthem is playing, you know, I picture that flag being behind me and our national anthem playing for me, for being the best in the world. The best is more than the rest. My coach has told me that here and more since I was 7 years old. If you want to be the best, there's no secret to winning, you know. You have to do more than what everybody else is willing to do. And I think that that's really what I need to keep doing in order to make the Olympic team.
Kayla credits judo for teaching her life lessons, character, respect, and confidence. The sport has also allowed her to see the world from Europe to Africa.
My dreams are coming true. I get to, you know, I've traveled more than most people will in their life. And it's kind of crazy to think about that. I mean, I've traveled more than my parents have, and that's crazy in itself. I've never been held back from doing what I want to do. I love it. My parents, my coaches, my teammates, everyone has always supported me, and I think that you need that support. You're not going to be successful if you don't have that support, and especially if you don't believe in yourself. I love everything about it. I love the competition. I love the training. I love the feeling of being the best.
She's a very determined young woman. Kayla shared that she wants to compete not only in the 2016 Olympics, she wants to be in contention also for the 2020 Games. So she's looking at this as a long-term commitment to that sport.
We'll keep you posted on her journey. Another young athlete is trying to make a mark on a very challenging sport. 17-year-old Jussely Canada spends many hours daily in this gym in Ada, Oklahoma. She's training for mixed martial arts competition. The sport blends elements of judo, jujitsu, wrestling, and boxing.
I like the challenges that comes with it. I am very competitive. Like, I'll get in here and like I'm so competitive that I have to be the best that I can be every day.
She's got that dedication and that commitment and that drive. So as long as she wants to be in the gym, she's gonna thrive and she's gonna succeed at this.
Sarah Malloy is the gym owner and a nationally ranked mixed martial arts fighter. She coaches Jussely. The Chickasaw teenager has recently qualified and placed in a couple of events outside of the state. Her goal is to follow in her coach's footsteps, become a champion and a professional athlete in the sport. Chickasaw College students have an important date to mark on their calendars.
The Chickasaw Nation's higher education spring deadline is coming up.
That deadline is February 1st. Spring scholarship and grant applications are due on February 1st. Scholarships and grants help students pursue their higher education degrees. Applicants must be Chickasaw students. The eligibility requirements vary depending on the type of scholarship or grant. For more information, contact Education Services at 580-421-7711 or visit the Chickasaw Nation's website, chickasaw.net.
No, Mr. Rabbit, I have not seen the trouble.
Chickasaw storyteller Glenda Galvan shares a national award-winning book with these preschoolers at the Chickasaw Nation Child Development Center.
Disappointed, Rabbit had to come up with another plan to get Alligator back up the hillside.
Glenda is the author of Chikasha Stories, a 3-part children's book series that shares Chickasaw tales drawn from the tribe's oral traditions. The book includes beautiful illustrations by Chickasaw artist Jeannie Barbour. The animals featured in the book help tell stories and teach life lessons.
Think about what Rabbit's doing and think about Alligator.
The Moonbeam Book Awards honor Chikasha Stories Volume 2 Shared Voices with the bronze in the Multicultural Picture Book category. Chikasha Stories is unique, written in English and translated in the Chickasaw language. Earning a Moonbeam Children's Book Award is a special honor. Only 165 medalists were chosen from more than 1,200 entries across the country. Governor Bill Anatubby says Chikasha Stories is a wonderful series of books that can motivate many people to continue the tradition of storytelling as part of their families' lives for generations to come. The latest in the series, Chikasha Stories Volume 3, Shared Wisdom, was recently released. It's just as beautiful and well written as the first 2 books in the series.
Well, here's something exciting coming up. The Chickasaw Press plans to release an interactive ebook, audiobook, and paperback version of the first volume.
We'll keep you posted on that. We're glad you joined us for this episode of CNTV.
We'll see you again next time.